Welcome back, everybody. This is the start of a new video series I'm going to call 5-Minute Reviews, where I rather ambitiously try to review guitar-related pieces of gear in 5 minutes. And let's start with the new ML Amped Roots plugin. This is a collaboration with Ryan Bruce, also known as Fluff, from the YouTube channel Riffs, Beards, and Gear, and you can get a free amp sim. It comes with this 5034 Fluff model, which I'm guessing is based around probably the EL34 5153. And if you want to pay some money and unlock some more amp modes, there is a model of a 5150, a Friedman, and a Messer dual rectifier, which I'm guessing is based around Fluff's Rev F recto, which sounds amazing. You should go and check out his video there. So the layout for this, I guess, is designed to just give you chunky high gain tones with minimal fuss. You know, it looks like an amp. You have amp controls. You can choose to load up your own IR or use the built-in cab. And then there is a pedal board section with a simple noise gate and a drive. If you're like me, you like using high gain amps with something like a tube screamer in front of them. With the drive on 0, the level all the way up just to kind of tighten up the front end. And you can do that with this plugin. You can also store presets. And that's about it. This isn't about touch-sensitive dynamic cleans or anything like that. It's all about chunky riffs. So let's hear this 5034 model in a mix with some real drums and some bass. I'm going to play a little section from the Ragdoll track Rust, and all that's going on in this is a double using this amp sim. I had the drive and the gate engaged. I'm using my PRS SC245, and in post, all I did was a little bit of low cut and a little bit of high cut. It sounds like this. For the solo tone there, all I did was basically use the same settings and turn the gain all the way up, and I did add a little bit of delay using the Sound Toys Echo Boy plugin. Otherwise, what you're hearing there is the plugin. Now, one of my favorite things to do when I'm tracking real amps is to use something, you know, like a 5150 or some kind of, you know, Soldano or Marshall derivative, basically a really tight sounding high gain amp, and then quad tracking it with something like a dual rectifier, especially a boosted dual rectifier. I have an old Rev G. We recorded the last Ragdoll album Back to Zero using that boosted and quad tracking it, and it just sounded immense. So let's hear that same riff, but I've added another set of doubles using the Mega Fluff model on there, and this just kind of adds another dimension of chunky goodness. Check it out. Now, because there's a free amp model on this, you should probably just try it out for yourself. You know, I could talk about this and I could talk about who it might work for or who it might not work for. The best thing to do is go and download it for yourself. Try it out with your guitars in your setup. Try put it in a mix, because I found that's kind of where it made the most sense. When you're playing it on its own, you're probably going, oh, it's a little bit fizzy, it's a little bit flubby, just like a real amp if you mic'd it up. But those qualities are often what can make or break a guitar sound in a mix. So try it out with your setup. If you dig that main model, you're probably really going to enjoy the other models in there. And I think it retails for around €60 or something like that. So for what you get for 4 amp sims, plug and play, it's not a bad deal at all. Go and try this and let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I will see you next time. If you have suggestions for other pieces of gear you would like me to do a 5-minute review for, please let me know as well. Cheers.